Well, hello and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, hello. It's really nice to see you today. It's the big game. You all know what I mean. The NFL kind of forbids me from saying it, but the chances of them seeing this video, let's be honest, are nil. My worry is YouTube is going to ping me. So what we are doing is we are making our Super Bowl pizza. It's been a while since I've done one. As always, we have our standard pizza dough. The very first video I ever did. The recipe I'll make sure to put in the description. I know I say that sometimes when I forget, but today I'm going to put it there. In fact, I should have done that even while I was setting this up, but we'll worry about that. What makes this a Super Bowl pizza? It's the big game, so we're going to make a big pizza. When you've got the guys over, or the family and friends, it's not just the guys anymore. Everyone fights. What do you want on your pizza? I want sausage, I want pepperoni, I want this, I want that. Guess what? We're putting it all on there. We are doing a supreme pizza, but we are taking it and kind of playing with it a bit, because we're going to have a little roulette action, if you want to call it that. It all starts off, like I say, with our classic dough. I have a cutting board here, and guess what? You can see a second camera right here. And that's going to be showing you eventually, hopefully, what is going on down here. But for now, we have our dough. Nothing special about that. Nothing risky about that. We have some hot Italian sausage. Now, these things are made by a local butcher of mine, someone I know very well, and I asked him to make me some extra spicy ones. So there's 3 links worth of Italian sausage here. 2 are his regular spicy. 1 also has some habanero in it. A little bit extra heat. Thing is by looking at it, you don't know which one. Even when he gave them to me, even when I cooked them, and I was cutting them up, I have no clue. Then we have some spicy pepperoni. And this I've tried. It's got a nice little kick to it, but something everyone can handle. We also have some nice smoky kielbasa, just because we've got to have some contrast. It just can't be heat. If it's just heat, it's not enjoyable. You've got to have that blend of flavors. And then I have here a blend of peppers. And again, we've got a little trick in here, because some are just regular sweet peppers. The little small ones. Now, I cut these so I know what's what. Some are hot little devils. Sorry about that. I'm getting messages from work. Deal with that after. Whew. Nice little sweet heat at the start. Then it kicks, and it really hits. But it passes kind of quick. Not too bad. And then, call it the family-friendly heat. Just some pickled jalapenos will go on top of all of that. So we've got smoke. We've got 4 levels of different heat. We're going to put some chilies in the sauce. The cheese, I'm actually using a grated cheese. Sorry. It's the only way I was able to get it. But we're going to use, instead of a mozzarella, we're going to use a grated, extra hot Monterey Jack with jalapenos. So we've got heat at almost every layer. So this should be a lot of fun. It might be really dangerous too. Now, what I have here, just a standard baking dish. Why? Because this is going to be a focaccia style pizza. So it looks like I've got a lot of dough, and it's because it is. Some of you may know focaccia pizza as a Detroit pizza, the square pizza that's normally just covered with tomato sauce and some grated Parmesan on top of that. But a focaccia is a style of bread, and it's Italian bread, of course. So we're just totally forgetting what I was supposed to do. And that is, we are going to shoot the video of it. There we go. And now with any luck, because it didn't work last time, you're going to see me at just what I'm doing down here. And that is just kneading out the dough. I'm just pressing it down, getting my fingers in there, kind of giving it a massage. We want to get that dough stretched out, nice and relaxed. Got some really good olive oil on the bottom of the pan, so we got to get to cook the bottom of the pan because this is going to be a fairly thick dough. So it's not fried, but it gives that fried texture and that fried flavor on the bottom, which is really nice. So keep checking this camera because, like I said, last time I was shooting with it, it started and then it just stopped. So this is the first time I've been on camera this year. We did the video last week and I wasn't on it. Saw my hands. That was it. And that's just because, as some of you know, I was in hospital, had a little surgery done. Nothing really to worry about. But I wasn't in any shape at the time to be on camera. So you can kind of see here, trying to do it so it doesn't all fall down or fall out, but we're just working this out. Now, if as you're working it, you find it gets really hard or it doesn't want to do what you want to do, back away. Just let it rest a few minutes. It'll relax. It'll get easier to work. You'll be able to do what you want. The oil, like I say, on there is going to help cook it from the bottom. It does make it a little bit harder to work out though, but trust me, it's worth it. It's worth the extra labor. I find the best way of doing this, as you hopefully see on the other camera, just double checking it, is we push out from the middle towards that edge. Sorry, everyone wants to talk to me today. And I just keep working it out. And this isn't the worst part, because now that we basically have it stretched out, we're going to work it some more. This has to rest. And by resting, I mean it's going to proof again for about an hour. We want it to raise in volume. Yes, it's going to soften, but it's going to give it a texture that makes focaccia so special. So while this is doing its thing, we're just going to take a little towel, preferably a clean one. If you want to use a dirty one, that's up to you. All depends who you're cooking for and if you like them or not. So this is just going to proof and rest for a bit. Once that's done, we'll come back, we'll assemble it. We have our oven on. Yeah, our oven is back. It's so good. Our oven is up to 500 degrees. And this pizza gets 2 bakes. So once this is done, we'll come back. We'll take care of that. We'll get all this on the pizza. And of course, we're going to play a little roulette. So till then, We'll see you in a few minutes. Hello, everyone, and we are back. That was only a quick second for you. Here was about 30 minutes. Like I said, I have the other camera recording, but we'll very carefully show you our pizza has risen a bit. Enough that I'm happy with it. It's nice. It feels nice and fluffy. It's going to be really bubbly. So what we are going to really quickly do, and I should have done, there we go, is I should have got my olive oil. I say this is some really, really nice stuff. And what we're going to do is just put a very little, I'm trying to make sure the other camera gets this, and I pray this works. I've already been safe and copied the footage over. Is we're just going to pour very small amount. Come on, there we go. So it's less than like maybe, well, it's not even 2 tablespoons, or 2 teaspoons, sorry. 2 tablespoons would just soak this. This is just going to help it brown up a little bit. It's going to add that flavor. If you really want, yeah, you could use vegetable oil, but vegetable oil adds no flavor. So let's go with that olive oil. Now, before we put it in the oven, we don't have a few spices, eh? We are just going to add some chili pepper right onto our dough as it cooks up. It's going to get the flavor into that crust. And again, we're just adding more layers. Also, just going to take some garlic powder. And a little bit on there. Forget Salt Bay, Garlic Bay. Did I really say that? So this is going to quickly go into our 500-degree oven. We want it to give a quick burst, let that yeast do its thing, get a crust on there, and it'll just be so good. Now, one thing I didn't talk about is our tomato sauce. I am keeping, that's probably the simplest part of this whole video. We're using just passata, or a straight tomato coulis. I really like La San Marzano brand. It's nice, it's got a great flavor to it. They are not San Marzano tomatoes though. It's just the brand name. San Marzano would cost more for the tomatoes than all of this together. So, very straightforward. You can get it in most shops. We'll show it to there. You can get it in most good Italian shops. You can also find it online. And this is just pure tomato. Now these are Italian plum tomatoes. So we'll do that. We're going to stove plays music, everything you do. That is doing its thing really nicely. I am going to get the cheese. Like I said, you know me, I normally don't use pre-grated cheeses, but it was the only way I could get that pepper jack cheese that I wanted. It's the only way I seem to be able to get it around here. So, none of the big places make it around here. It's, I guess, I don't want to call it a regional thing, but maybe it's just too much. Who knows? I'm going to quickly check our dough. That has already puffed up so nicely. It doesn't take much. So it's just going to be a few minutes. That's already puffing up so nicely. we're just going to give that a few minutes. I'm seeing on the camera I've got flour and dog hair and everything on me. We're going to give that few minutes, and we're going to come back when that's ready. Hello, and we are back. Oh my god, the smell. I just want to bite into this now. But you can see that's really puffed up. It's gone nice and golden brown in places. It's got a nice little top crust to it. What we are going to do is we are going to we're going to drop our oven now to 450. I'm just going to open the door so the hot air comes out a bit faster. Of course, when you need something, you can't find it. So on there, we've got our chili flakes that are now roasted. And they're going to take on a slightly different flavor. We have our garlic powder on there, and we have our olive oil. So as that is, cut that open, make a great sandwich, which we did in the muffaletta sandwich a little while ago. Actually, it was last year's Super Bowl video. Oh, I can't say that. I'm going to get in trouble. I don't have the express written permission of the NFL to say Super Bowl or big game in Canada. It's ridiculous. It's like, what are we going to say, you know? Hey, are you watching football this weekend again? The oven letting me know it's cooled down enough. So all I'm doing, as you see on the other window, is we're just spreading out that sauce. Going almost to the edge. Some areas, because the pockets in the focaccia are going to capture some of that sauce. Some are just going to let it brush over. There we go. Doesn't take a lot. It's going to add so much flavor though. And like I say, this brand is just really good. Now we're going to get our pizza going. Traditional. We're going to get our pepperoni right on top. And as I said, this is a spiced pepperoni. Nothing crazy, but it's got a bit of heat to it. And come on. Sorry for my arm in front of the camera there. What I also like is this is a slightly dried pepperoni, a little bit more cured. So it's just going to have nice flavor and a really nice little texture. Ooh. I guess some pieces are hotter than others. Wow. Next goes on our cheese. I know we have lots of other toppings, but in the case of like the peppers, the sausage, it's not fully cooked. So I want it right on top to cook, to crisp up a bit. It's going to give us a nice texture. Definitely going to give us that flavor. The other camera showing, yeah, we're going lots of cheese on this. Now this isn't even a straight Monterey Jack or pepper jack cheese. I had to get it blended, and it's mozzarella, cheddar, Monterey Jack. Some places are going to call this blend a Tex-Mex blend. Everywhere's different. And you don't have to use this. If you want to use straight mozzarella, go ahead. I was going to, but like I said, I figured if they're going to play a game, so can we. So, as this one shows, hopefully, yeah, we got a nice amount of cheese on there. We're just going to quickly adjust this. There. Now you can see in the other camera, got a nice little layer of cheese. As close to the edge, really, as we can. There we are. Next, we're going to put on some of this insane hot sausage. I say this is the hot sausage that was 3 links. 2 of them were just a spicy Italian. 1 of them is that super spicy habanero sausage. So I'm just digging into this pile randomly. I think we have enough there. No, we need some more. We need to take the risk. This is also going to be, like I say, a nice meaty pizza. Like, if you're vegetarian, sorry. Next, we're going to go for some of that kielbasa. Like I said, nice smoky flavor. A lot of garlic. It too is going to give up lots of flavor. And just add, again, it's building those layers. Everyone can see in the other camera, this pizza's looking insane already. Next, our peppers. The famous mix. And I know the hot one is in here. First of all, because I cut them. But second of all, because I didn't wash my hands after we stopped the video before. And I went and touched my eyes. And the camera's not showing, thank God, but just how red they are. So we are just randomly putting the peppers on here. Like I said, unfortunately, this is a case where I do know what's hot. So we're going to make sure we get one of those pieces for the tasting. But, oh God. Is this cooled down enough I can pick it up? Yeah. Whoops. So you get a good idea of just how much stuff is on there. This pizza weighs a ton. Domino's never give you a pizza this loaded. And finally, gotta love when jar lids stick. Those jalapenos. We are just going to toss these on. Not a lot. Because that flavor is going to spread. These, like I say, are pickled. So the juices are going to help get everything all over. Oh man. How does that look on the other camera? Whew. This looks dangerous. Let's give a quick zoom in. Just look at that. It's bright. It's got tons of color. It smells incredible. That kielbasa is calling out my name. Our oven now, like I say, is down to 450. This boy wow, that's hot. That goes back in there for 5 to 7 minutes. We just really want the cheese to melt because that's going to help bind everything to the pizza. So we're going to give that time to cook. Then we're going to come back. And like I say, we're going to play some roulette. Wish me luck. Well, everyone, we are almost ready. The whole house, I can smell everything. It's funny, most of all, what I can smell is that kielbasa, that smoky, garlicky smell. Oh, God. And so you know, because, well, with everything else on there, we gotta watch our figure. I used a turkey kielbasa, so a little bit lighter, they say. That is almost done. I just took a peek. Everything is bubbling. I'm just waiting to get a little char on some of the peppers and some of the sausage. We have our cutter. Hey. Because I know this is a hot one, we've got our soda. One of the few times I drink soda. And let's take a look. I can't wait. Jeez, hefty, hefty, hefty. There we go. Wow, you can see the steam coming off that thing. Oh my God. Okay, well, I'm not sure if any of that video will end up in here, but we just shot our thumbnails. Gave it a little chance to cool down. Not much. So, the other cam is showing what's going on. Let's see if the camera picks up that crunch. Oh my God. There's so much stuff on here. I need a bigger cutter. Did I cut through? Almost. Oh, got it. Sometimes when you want something this bad, brute force works. But, whoo-hoo, check that out. Look how fluffy that dough is. Look how hot that is. Ow! Burning myself, and I haven't even eaten the pizza yet. This pizza is going to burn me in more ways than Hades. We've got the hot sausages on here. We have hot jalapenos on here. We have the chilies on the crust. We have the spicy pepperoni. We have the possibility of a habanero Italian sausage. Otherwise, it's just going to be a spicy Italian sausage. And because I said I would make sure I got one of the hot peppers, because the piece I cut didn't have one. Oh, that is just heaven. Like I said, I know I'm going to burn the hell out of myself. But, the dough, it's like almost like a marshmallow. So soft and fluffy. This would be so good with a sandwich. Okay. The pepperoni definitely has a kick to it. I think it comes out more when you heat it. The tomato sauce, because we put the chilies and the garlic on it, has now taken on almost like an arriberata style flavor. We have that hot pepper there. I don't know if this is going to be a hot sausage or not. I can't tell, but I'm trying to be good and not go for my soda. Didn't have the hot sausage there, but I did have a lot of that habanero. The cheese does. Whew, I'm losing the ability to speak. That cheese mellows it out a bit. Whew, that was hot. And that was hot in a lot of ways. Like I said, all the flavors come together so well. The only thing I didn't have in that bite was jalapeno, thank God. But you can see there a little bit better just how puffy and fluffy that crust is. I'll try and show it to the other camera too. But just look at that, those big airy pockets. I know this mic doesn't do good at distance. I'd have to get like a lavalier mic or something, or at least a wireless mic. But the crust still has a crunch when you bite into it, but then it's like a pillow. It's just so soft and chewy. All those flavors, yeah. You make this, cut it up into small bite-sized pieces, put out a tray of it. Everyone's watching the game. Someone's going to grab a piece. They're going to get the winner. They're going to get all the hot stuff. They're going to be screaming louder than when your team scores the touchdown. So, I hope you give this a try. Be warned though, if you try it like I've done it here, you're going to hurt. You're going to hurt a bit unless you've got a really high tolerance of spice. But use the same principle. Make that focaccia dough. Stretch it out, let it rise, coat it with some olive oil, bake it for just 5 minutes till you get a little bit of golden brown. Dress it, and you're going to have an incredible, pillowy, soft, crispy, incredible tasting dough. Put it with all the toppings you like. Hell, go for the dreaded ham and pineapple. I won't tell anyone. So, until we meet again, my name is Andrew. I am the 5 p.m. chef. Leave me a comment down below. Is this something you would like? Is this something you would try? Are you going to try making your pizza this way as well? Do you dare? Leave me in the comments, what are your favorite toppings on pizza? If you... That pepper kicks in with waves. Is this the style of pizza you like, or are you a thin crust person? I've done both. We've done some of those videos before as well. Like I say, check out the dough recipe in the section below, or I'll have it as a pinned comment. If you like this video, please check out some of my others. There's over 200 of them. Quite a few pizza ones as well. So, until we meet again, it's been great hanging out with you. Enjoy the game. I hope your team wins. And if not, I hope you at least beat the spread and save your money. So until next time, ciao.